Hey, God bless your family. It's your boy, Pastor Mike, the creator and founder of Not Your Ordinary Vegan. Man, I just wanted to come to you today with a quick story. Hey, I got a story to tell you. My family and I noticed on our back porch, we had a bird who had made a bird's nest. And quickly it went from a bird's nest to having eggs. And as the eggs were in the bird's nest, we had a friend to come over and visit. And here's what the friend said. He said, or he at least recommended, that we get rid of the bird's nest. And my kids were like, oh no, we can't get rid of the nest because the eggs are in the nest. And they made just a case that it would be horrible for us to destroy the eggs. And what my friend pointed out was, he said, well, you guys have eggs in the kitchen that you eat every day. And what was amazing to me is that my children started to think about that it was disturbing to them that we would even consider destroying the eggs of this this robin who had laid her eggs in our backyard. It was disturbing to them to even consider that. But when my friend made the point is that is the exact same thing that we're doing when we eat eggs. We're taking a chicken's babies from her and then we're eating them for our own pleasure. And this is what struck me as being amazing, is that my children, they were able to comprehend the connection that animals are animals. They were able to make that connection, and it really made them think and consider that maybe it's not a good thing that we eat eggs. Now, if my children can fathom that, why can't we? Another thing I saw, here's another story. A friend of mine posted on his Facebook page, and many people have seen this. There's some country where they're taking a dog and they're actually trying to cook the dog alive. Now, to us, that's horrific. And many of us are outraged at the fact that this could be done. Asking people to sign petitions. This foreign country, how dare they treat a dog that way? And one of my kids, again, pointed this out to me. She said, Dad, don't they cook lobsters that way? Aren't there other animals that they cook alive? And all I can say is, baby, yes, some people do that. They cook animals alive. It's torture, it's terrible. And she was able to point out that there's no difference between people doing that to animals that we think is okay versus people doing that to dogs. The fact of the matter is that all animals are animals. And if we would be outraged about the treatment of one animal, then we should be outraged at the treatment of all animals. Listen, man, you're saying to yourself, that's that old vegan talk. And I'm not trying to get you to change your mind about anything. I just want you to think that every piece of meat that you put in your mouth came from an animal that if was raised and slaughtered in this country, probably was in horrific conditions and tortured and treated terribly. So when you're enjoying your burger, when you're enjoying your chicken, when you're enjoying whatever else it is we're eating, just want you to think about that. If it doesn't matter to you, hey, it doesn't matter. But if you don't even think about it, then I think that's a problem. You should be aware of what happens to what you're putting in your mouth to eat. All right, man, that's just a quick thing from me. I know y'all don't like this stuff, but I just want you to be conscious when you're eating. Hey, I want you to remember this. There's nothing ordinary about you. God created you to be extraordinary.